Yes! Already, it's only day 3. Does anybody want a foot massage? I tell you what, I could do with one. But what else have we learnt today? Well, John McCririck does a surprise shift as a house director. Peachy! You think it would be enough of a dream come true to be in the Big Brother house surrounded by girls in bikinis and Pamela Anderson. Some people, though, are never satisfied.
Have you ever sexually been with a woman before? No.
I mean, who asks that to anybody, let alone Pamela? You just don't do it, do you? Do you know what I love about Tashi, though? Do you know what I love? What? I love the fact that she's very creative. Here's her pitch for her very own children's TV show.
My little boobies are coming out to play.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Basically, what you're trying to say, if I wasn't thick of tattoos, I didn't look as rough as I do, and I didn't burp and fart, you may go out with us.
No, that's not what I was saying. Right, on the panel tonight, a man with a northern chip on his shoulder so big it's got gravy on it. And let's face it, in my humble opinion, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I think he should have won Celebrity Big Brother of the Year, or Rika did. It's Terry Christian! Next is the award-winning comedian who you may recognise as the voice of 100 Plastic Surgery Shockers, or from the drama Fear of Fanny. It's Tom Allen.
Good evening. Nice intro. The best I've ever had.
I was going to say, I'd never heard of it before, and then I was told, and it's not what you think.
You've never heard Fear of Fanny?
It's no, but incredible.
It's true, it exists. I have it.
Also, is what swimsuits were invented for. It's Mr. Slick Vic himself, Victor Abua. Oh my goodness! So, as always, should we have a little chinwag about the show we've just watched? It's 3 days in already, and Jay and Mark, their friendship, Terry, is blossoming.
Well, it's a bit more like kind of, you know, in prison.
When your friendship blossoms, yeah.
You know,
what did you make to the working out together, firstly?
Well, I think it's kind of, obviously, the Geordie lad, Jay, is it?
Yeah.
He's like, it's his cell.
Yeah.
Mark's on the bottom bunk.
Every time?
And obviously, it kind of aspires to be more like Jay.
Yeah. What did you think of the showering? With each other? Tom, we're going to get to you, don't you worry.
I got in the bath with Coolio.
Yeah, but on day 3...
I had to entice him in.
And he loved it. But on day 3...
Mind your foot. That's what he kept saying. Hey, don't you put your foot there.
Don't you put your toe there.
I went, that's not my foot.
It's just a few foot long.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry. So I hear. I've never ad-libbed like that before and got laughed. Amazing. Tom, is day 3 too early?
What, to shower with another man?
Yes.
I do it on day 1. Do it the night before. No, I think it's nice. I think there's something about male bonding in the house.
Yeah.
And generally that kind of goes on that, I don't know, it's sort of a weird hero worship that's slightly homoerotic, slightly Prison Break.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Is that what you said to Coolio in the bar?
No, it was just about because we were both comfortable with that and I wanted to wind him up a bit.
What, when you got in the bath with Coolio?
Yeah, you know, come on in, Coolio. Take your shorts off.
I don't know where this little chat between those two are going. I'd like to listen to it all night, but I'm going to move on to Vic. Let's talk about the task that we saw them do tonight, the slow-mo. I would assume, Vic, you're a fan of it.
I'm especially a fan of it, especially the girls, the way their bikinis were riding into the right areas. Telling you now, I wish I could have had a backseat view of that all night.
Well, that's what all the boys did, didn't it? They kind of took a back seat and went, yeah, we'll stand here about it. Amazing. What do you guys think of the task? Was it too simple? Was it too easy?
Yeah, but it's early, Emma, isn't it? It's early in the show. Lead them in with a simple task.
Yeah.
That is very pleasant on the eye.
Full sense of security.
Full sense of security. I'm sure we got some red hot chili peppers on the way.
No. Anyone else think it was too easy?
I thought...
Or have the kind of celeb Big brother, the tasks were pretty simple on that as well.
On this at the moment, I mean, the recent task that they've done, I mean, I did not see anyone break sweat at all. So, I mean, obviously, when you
you're
break...
not going to break sweat running that slow, are you?
Oh, man. That's very true, but it's, you know, it's what you put into it is what you get out of it at the end of the day. And, I mean, obviously, when you break sweat, it sort of shows that determination, charisma, and I don't think I saw any of that really on this show, really. But
I think
it could have been a lot harder for them, definitely.
Like Aaron was saying, he wants to do the endurance part of the tasks. I think that's what I'd quite like to see them doing as well. Now, Terry, let's talk about Maisie.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of her?
Well, you know, she's a very pretty girl. And, again, you know, I'm just getting used to them all at the moment. And Maisie just reminds me of... do you know those sort of girls that if you go to, like, Poly in my day, now Fulham universities, but that's dumbing down for you.
Uni for the young people.
Polytechnic. but, like, when you're there and you're first at the bar and you get one of these really annoying girls... And she's like that, you know, like a kind of annoying student type. Nice enough.
You still do her, though, wouldn't you?
Do you know what?
Am I wrong?
So, Vic, I don't need to ask your opinion.
You're right for that age. Yeah.
She seems quite dominant in the house already, though. You know, she's got her little clique of girls.
Well, she likes the attention. That's what's interesting.
And she's got all the boys.
But then she's also pretending to be more interested than she is. You know, saying, "Well, I went to grammar school, but then I never went to school." And you're thinking, "Oh, such a rebel."
Clearly she's lying about that as well. Yeah.
Tom, what do you make of Maisie?
Similarly, like with the whole school thing, like her going on about, like, oh yeah, but I never went. Well, clearly you did go to school because it's the law. So it's a lie. Stop trying to be cool all the time.
I smoked a cigarette behind the bike shed.
Yeah.
I was once 5 minutes late.
I thought she was very good at the task. I mean, I am a little bit worried. There's been a lot of camel toes in tonight's show. At one point, I thought I was in the desert. And the boys as well. They've got them too. I mean, everybody seems to have them.
And I would assume you're enjoying that bit a little bit more.
Well, I mean, I just untuck it. That's all I'd say for everyone, because it's uncomfortable for you and it's uncomfortable for us.
We've had happy tears from Faye in the diary room.
Oh, yeah, but strangely...
I never expected this whole... I was a misfit, I didn't really fit... I really like Faye, actually. I don't know if it's because she's from my neck of the woods, but... Someone just go, oh. So what am I asking you? I don't know. I do know. So we've had happy tears in the house. She loves the fact that she's getting on with a group of people because she's never had it before. But is that harmony really going to last?
Well, I think what's really interesting about it, well, I think is that from her being quite sincere and being quite emotional and like enjoying being happy around people, you sort of watch it going, you're mad, you're crazy, you're out of control. But just because she's sort of being quite nice. So I don't know how long the harmony will last. I think with people like Louise going, oh, I don't like any of the people in this house, it's only going to last so long before...
She hasn't really said I don't like any of the people in the house.
No, it takes
Well, she sort of said they're not like me. I don't know. I wouldn't get on with any of the people.
It's still kind of early days, though, isn't it?
I do like her, but
first 5 days is like a holiday, really.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it is like watching an 1830 holiday in Tenerife happen.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, but the thing with that is nobody's really getting it on yet. And you know them 18 to 13 things. First night you land, straight to the bar, drunkest chick.
Do you know what? We're going to talk about getting it on in the second debate. Heaven seems to be, Terry, in her own little world. Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit.
Tell me about it.
Do you want to have a look at her little world?
Do I have
got a little
to?
clip. Have a look, Terry. Come on, humour me.
Have you heard of the planet Nibiru before?
No.
They found this planet when they were trying to look for Neptune. It's where the giants came from. You know the giants? You know there were giants before?
Right.
What do you mean?
There were giants before.
What's a giant? Like
you know how you had dinosaurs and stuff?
Yeah,
why do you think there was dinosaurs and that? Because there were people that were that size that actually lived before humans came about.
I don't believe this.
But they've actually got
really?
The bones and stuff. They've only got bones from 7 foot to 36 foot there that they've got, but there were even taller ones.
Can we just cut to Terry's face very quickly? Look at it. I think that kind of... sum it up for me, Terry. Are you buying all of this?
So, my initial reaction was skunk. And it's a great danger. No, but she might be right, because Professor Brian Cox said there are more stars just in our galaxy alone than there are grains of sand on the sea. in the world, if you like, on beaches. So there's a good chance that she's probably right.
OK, so that's what our panel think.
Spin up.
But if you use the internet for more than looking up quotes, why not offer an opinion? Details are down here, just below my baby bump and above where the baby was made. Still to come, some other stuff, news from the house, and Victor Abua's game plan, but who cares? Because we've got Pamela Anderson coming! Can you hear me? It takes two. Really, and Wheat Britain's got more talent, and I'm a celeb. You know that one that I used to do. Oh, we've only got bloody Pamela Anderson coming. Oh, yes. Yes, we do. Now, the Big Brother house can be a dangerous place, packed with snipers, double agents, and of course, dreaded game plans. Here to teach us how the housemates can make it from base camp through the Big Brother battlefield to victory, a man who came 7th in Big Brother 5. It's Sergeant Slick himself, Victor Abua.
Here we are.
How you doing, Vic?
Very good, very good.
Good. I see. I didn't know you were a military man to start with.
I am a man who has spent many a time in the
You have a very
field.
well-fitted jacket.
It is.
Yeah.
It got sprayed on earlier on.
And hat. Double hat. And glasses. You're inside, Vic.
I am, but only a guy like me can pull this off.
OK, keep it smooth. So, what is this? Are you planning some kind of invasion into the house?
I'm planning a little clandestine operation. This is the scale map of what it takes to be successful in Big Brother house.
OK, so let's start with... They're all laughing at you, Vic.
Everyone's laughing at me. Look at this ridiculous jacket.
Let's start with the beginning of the journey of Big Brother. What mentality do you need to have to go in?
Well, you need to be able to not be discombobulated, which means confused. Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Look it up, people.
Thanks for explaining that, Vic.
Look it up.
OK.
Right? Basically, you need to have a strong mentality, clear game plan, and the ability to follow through with as little collateral damage as possible.
OK, so go in there, cool and calm.
All guns blazing, yeah.
So not cool and calm then.
No.
Right, we've seen Harry, Aaron and Anton forming a bond already.
Yes.
Could they be the new Jungle Cats?
They have got absolutely zero chance of being the new Jungle Cats because we were the most perfect, homogenous example, blessed with every gift God can give a man.
You?
Yeah, basically.
So where are they down here?
I have these
gentlemen. Have you even put them together?
No, I have not, which is very funny.
Well, where would you place them?
I would place these guys by the pool. I'd have Aaron, Anton and Harold by the pool here because obviously you need to have control of the water supply. This is crucial in battle.
OK. So what other groups do we see forming?
We see the Mean Girls forming, which is obviously Maisie and Faye.
OK. Just the two of them?
Just the two of those two. Basically, two very attractive women making a pact to basically discombobulate the men in the house.
What do we make of this little thing that's going on
Jay
here?
and Mark.
There's Jay and Mark.
Basically, I like to call them, even though I like Jay a lot, Dumb and Dumber, basically. Now, as a group, basically, I think I'll be the first to admit they're not exactly members of Mensa. So they've combined together to pool their combined brain power to take them as far as possible.
Now, isn't he smuggling in weapons?
Yes. Jay himself is using a form called biological weapons.
Right.
Which basically what he does is use the combustible methane gas from within.
Right.
And use it in a, how can I say, aggressive manner to discombobulate the enemy.
Did we even see what came out of there then? There was so little.
Yeah. Not like, it's not like that, you know.
OK, so the power of the finger, pulling it.
The power of the finger, that leads to him scattering all of the men, leaving only the women left for him. And as we know in war terms...
Hold on a second. If you're going to break wind, in my opinion, I'm not going to stick around. Surely it's going to get rid of the women as well.
But you're an intelligent woman, right?
Oh!
These in here... Excuse me.
It's day 3. Give them time.
3 days is all it takes. What you do is you get rid of all the men, and then...
3 days?
You bang all the women. Classic war strategy. Classic war strategy.
So do you see any other bonds forming?
I see plenty of other bonds forming. We have also, taking Anton out of the equation again.
Yeah.
I've put him with Aden.
Yeah.
Over here by the sand.
OK. Now, what are these two really going to get up to? Because I like them, but they're very young, and they just seem to be on heat.
That's basically, that's the whole point of it. The two of those guys have decided that together, there's strength in numbers, and they can together take control of the female population, thus alienating the rest of the men.
So are they a bit like you, do you think, maybe, when you were younger?
Well, I was actually successful when I was doing this.
Because they're very kind of like from the street and...
Well, yeah, I mean, they're both from the street and they're both intelligent.
Does being from the street equip you well in this kind of situation?
It has absolutely no bearing whatsoever on this situation. It's not useful at all because you've got no melee weapons, you know? You haven't got any kind of narcotics to confuse your enemies with. And you can't call your mandem to come and back you if it gets on top.
OK. I don't really know what Vic's talking about at this point. So I'm just going to ask you what this car is, because there's no car in the Big Brother house.
Yes, this is a figment of my own imagination.
OK, so this is a nice convertible red sports car with you and Pamela Anderson. I would imagine you think you're going to be driving off into the sunset.
Into a nice secluded woods somewhere where we can test the suspension of the front bonnet to its full capabilities.
It's never going to happen. Never
I know that, but...
happen. Right, let's talk about Mark. Does he have a strategy?
Mark's strategy is very clear. He's basically trying to bamboozle everybody into believing he is the most stupid human being alive.
Right.
I don't go for it personally. I think that he can't keep the act up for much longer. Eventually, he'll be exposed.
OK, so you think this is a covert mission?
It's definitely a clandestine operation.
OK. Thank you very much, Sergeant Slick. Oh, I thought we were going to do a funny high five there.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not very convinced about Mark at the moment. I'm still kind of... the jury's out. Is he genuinely kooky, or is it a 24-hour act? Let's take a look at him in action.
You can see sort of Mark's brain whirring away, thinking of the next sort of joke to crack.
Jay McCree in the room! What he's talking to is Willie.
My Willie's really small.
Willie, mate. Got a really small Willie, yeah.
If you saw me winkle, mate, you would be so annoyed.
Do you know what can definitely fly?
What?
Flies. Otherwise the name would be so ironic.
He's 28 and he acts like he's sort of 18 sometimes, or even younger.
Can you just scrub my back with that scrubber? I just want to see what it's like to have a really, really big hard man do it. I'm in a house with someone who has sex for 4 hours at a time and someone who wants to be Prime Minister.
I think people need a bosom for a pillow better than they need a pillow for a bosom. Because otherwise you'd have to change your bosom every week to keep it clean.
Are you Pamela Anderson? I thought about you so much when I was younger.
First time I said that I played with myself over her, which, I mean, let's be honest, she didn't appreciate. Am I turning you on at all? And I was just overwhelmed her with bollocks.
How's that?
And then made myself look like a bigger bellend than I usually look.
It turns out that telling someone that you've loved them forever doesn't work. But the minute you start rhyming tinned vegetables, she was all over it.
Pretty much wish I hadn't said anything that I've said so far.
Thank you, that's done.
Hastily constructed faux sauna to put our very special guest at her ease. She's a Hollywood A-lister, been a Playboy centerfold a record 13 times. She's basically more famous than the Pope, and she looks much better in a dress than he does. Me alone in a sauna of sorts with Pamela Anderson. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited.
I made it. I did it.
You made it?
I did it.
4 days.
4 days in a house with these strangers that were awesome. Actually, I've fallen in love with all of them.
Okay, so we're in the place that we're called is Boreham Wood. Have you managed to sample the delights of Boreham Wood yet?
I've just been behind these little walls, and I'm not quite sure where I am actually.
Okay.
Still.
It's okay, don't worry.
I'm a little discombobulated.
Now, that's Vic's favourite word. So what was it like in there, Pamela? You're kind of a veteran at this now because you've been in the Australia one and the Indian one.
Well, I was an Australian one just for a day. We made like a vegan meal there, but in India I was there for 2 nights. This was my longest stint in a Big Brother house.
So 4 days in the English Big Brother house.
Yes.
With 14 brilliantly crazy people.
Yes, I know. It's a human experiment for sure. It was fun to be a part of.
And how was it?
It was great. It's really cool. It was very nerve-wracking in the beginning, and everyone has so much energy. It's crazy. It's a little nauseating. Everyone's trying to be on their best behavior. It deteriorates slowly.
When they first ran out of the doors at you on that first night, it must have been terrifying.
It was a little terrifying.
Because I was scared watching you.
It was. And everyone in those high heels, much higher heels than me. There was a lot of talent in those shoes.
And there was a lot of running towards you. You must have gone, I just want to turn around and run the other way.
No, I was just thinking, oh my God, 3 more days.
So you had a little pad to retreat to.
I did, yes, I did. Thank God.
Tell me about that.
Well, I just had my little space that I could go to. I had a bedroom that had no cameras in, supposedly. That's what they all say.
No cameras, no cameras.
No cameras.
Don't worry.
So I got to go in there and just kind of retreat every once in a while, and I got to sleep there. But I mean, there was things falling from the ceiling. There's people. I could hear them screaming till 4 in the morning. They're up till 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then getting up really early, and Big Brother talking, and Big Brother, Pamela, this is your wake-up call at 8:15. It was really very surreal.
No, that's not my wake-up call.
Yeah,
that's
very surreal. No clocks, no phones, no. It was actually kind of nice. I thought, I can do without my phone for a couple days at a time.
A little bit of light relief.
Yeah, well, no.
No. From the telephone, just not from the people.
Just people. Woo!
Now, we are very lucky to have the first glimpse inside your boudoir after you left, not whilst you were in there.
Yeah.
Vic, keep dreaming. It's still never going to happen.
This is Big Brother. Pamela, your time in the Big Brother house is about to come to an end. It's time to say your goodbyes.
Saved by the bell.
No, literally, we're finishing this in a minute.
Hi. So
you doing, Mark?
Thank you so much. Good luck with everything.
Good luck with everything.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Good luck. You'll be okay. Bye.
Very much sorry for everything, Pamela.
Oh gosh, don't be silly.
Really nice to meet you.
Okay, well there's one more thing. Golden swimsuits. If you have a golden bathing suit, you guys get my room tonight. Yeah! Come on, I'll show you. Everybody can come in though. You guys can all come in and see.
Amazing. It must have been really nice for you to kind of do that for them and go, right,
yes,
go
but they
and
don't
have a
get any
little bit.
privacy. The cameras were all re-hooked up.
And it must have been nice for you to have had somewhere to kind of just go and hide.
Yeah, it was
good.
It was good. It was just nice to know that it was there. Every once in a while, they'd have a little red light over my door, and I'd panic, knowing that it was locked. I go, I just need the green light. Promise I won't leave anywhere. I just need to know that it's open and that I can escape.
Do you feel like you connected with any of them on any little bit?
I did. I mean, it's amazing. I have a lot of friends who I've maybe seen 10 times over a few years, and I felt really close to these guys after 3 days, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
It's much more of an intimate relationship, and you really get to know them really quickly. And I love Rebecca. I think I would hang out with her.
I was going to ask you who your favourites were,
I like that
actually.
she's, she works at a gentleman's club, but she has this, great school for kids, that she works with. It's kind of like, it looks so deceiving sometimes, and I kind of relate to that a little bit, and I thought,
Are you going
great.
to be inviting her to Malibu?
No, but I might go to Spearmint Rhino.
Oh! Who else? What other housemates?
Oh gosh, I'm still so delirious.
There's so many of them on there.
They're all great. I mean, I like them all. But who else was I? Little Tashi and belly dancing. I got some good moves from her.
We saw your good moves, Pamela. We saw those. When the first night you were in there, you had your little VIP party.
Yes.
And you picked the 4 girls and lovely little Tom.
And Tom.
Oh, Tom
I love Tom.
is so lovely, isn't he?
He just reminds me of this little underground,
Were you slightly wary of the boys?
No, I wasn't wary of them. I thought I would just start out, hanging out with the girls and Tom. Yeah. That was a fun little group. I just thought that was perfect.
Because they were good. All the guys were quite kind of. Your arrival really left them a little bit, kind of starstruck. I
think they didn't expect me. They didn't know I was coming, so it was just kind of, oh great, what are we going to do now? What is she going to do to us?
You just wait and see.
Yeah.
What did you make to Anton and Mark? I will use the word flirting in the loosest sense.
Yeah, loose is correct.
Loosest.
Loose, yeah, he's, Anton's ready to blow.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just like...
Yeah, he is...
He's just like... I don't even know what's happening in there.
He is a ball to a red rag.
Yeah, something. But then again, you know, he seems very fun and flirty, but yeah, I'm curious to see what happens.
Gets it on with.
yeah, I'm sure it'll be more than one.
And,
I don't know.
Mark kind of just seemed to put his foot in his mouth all the time.
But you know, at the very beginning, I thought Mark was maybe playing it up a little bit, maybe being silly, and because he's obviously a smart guy, you know, but he plays kind of silly.
Is that what you think is happening with him?
I do think so, but I think it's part of an act a little bit, but then I realized he's very sincere. After getting to know him a little bit better, I thought, maybe I'm wrong, because everyone thought he was so sincere, but at the beginning I thought, oh, come on. Like he was just being...
Yeah.
And maybe that's part of his personality, because he's very funny, and he's really funny. He says some really random things. I like that.
It's a weird situation for them all to be in, and it's day 3, and they're probably all just simmering down a little bit
now. They're all
now.
simmering down, not quite yet. I don't think Maisie will ever simmer down.
Oh.
She is on fire.
Yeah,
she has more energy than I had.
She doesn't stop.
My entire life put together in one day.
I know you've only spent a few days with them, and there are a lot of them in there, but who would you like to see win?
I think I'd like to see Rebecca win, because I know she would do good with the money. She would. Oh, no? Oh, come on. I don't even know who. Okay, who else? I don't know. I mean, Tashi is determined to win.
Oh, is she?
She thinks she's going to win.
Oh, right, okay.
Who do you guys want to win? Who?
They're a mix.
Jay's awesome.
I love Jay. I didn't think I was going to be a big Jay fan, but I like him more
love
than
Jay.
I thought.
Oh, you should see him do the catwalk. I don't think that comes out tomorrow.
Yes,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
it is awesome.
Pamela, one thing is for sure, you have been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much
Thank you
for coming on. Annoyingly, we've got to go to some adverts now, but there'll be more from the panel after the break when I'll have to fend off Terry Christian and Victor. Oh dear.
Welcome back to Bit on the Side, starring Emma Willis, Victor Abua, comedian Tom Allen, and tonight's special guest star, Pamela Anderson. Oh, and Terry Christian's on as well.
So what's the first thing that comes to mind when you put 14 rampant, beautiful-ish people in a house and ask them to run slow-mo in swimming costumes? SEX! Someone's reading the auto cue! I love it. Terry, it's all they ever talk about.
Well, they're young,
Who
aren't
do you
they?
fancy? Oh, I don't fancy him. Oh, I fancy her. Oh, yeah, I quite like you. They just don't stop.
But that's normal, isn't it, for that age? Or any age. Oh no, that's bound to be. That's part of it, isn't it? That's part of fame, really, isn't it? About sex.
Who is going to get it on, though?
Well, I think definitely at some point Maisie will get it on with someone.
Okay.
Right. I think Tashi will if it looks like she's going to get kicked out.
Right.
I want to do seriously. No, not because they're going to play the game.
In a minute, actually. But so you think Tashi might? What about from the boys' side?
Well, any that can get in there and have a bit.
All of them, then.
Well, I think most of them would. Yeah. I think Jay wouldn't mind a bit. Anton definitely wants some.
Yeah.
Is it Arden or Aidan? Arden. That's not right, is it?
Yeah.
Aidan. You know what I mean? Protection from the elements. Him. And I reckon Aaron as well. He needs something, doesn't he? Oh, absolutely.
I don't know,
He's just repressed.
Oh.
He didn't half wobble when Rebecca had a go at him tonight. I loved her for
You
that.
did like that, didn't you?
I thought she's classic. Don't vote her out.
You're on the same wavelength as Pam,
Oh,
Terry.
absolutely. I completely agreed with her there. I want Rebecca in.
Tom, are you feeling sexual tension? Not in the studio,
Not
in
right
the house?
now. Yeah, well, obviously, as I say, Mark and Jay are my favourites to get it on. And,
what show's this?
But, I mean, yeah, all over the place, really. I think what's interesting is how there's lots of talk about pairing, like the way Tashi was kind of obsessed with Pamela. And who else was talking like this as well? Like, there were lots of kind of, like, people obsessed with each other. I guess, inevitably, if you're in a house like that, you are going to get a bit
I'm like the very first Big Brother years ago. There was that girl who... And she got it on with all of them, didn't she?
Mel.
At some point or other.
Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't really.
No,
she just kind of had a cheeky little snog, didn't she?
And we
all saw Tom's shorts after they had the massage. No one's really going to forget about that. Now, Tom, the girls had... sorry, Victor. The girls had... we're going to talk about boobs, so let's go to Vic. The girls had a nice long chat today about boobies. What do you think?
Well, I like boobies. I mean,
I know you do, but do you see sexual tension?
I see a lot of sexual.
You would normally see it from the man's side, but the girls seem to be
these girls are up for it. You knew it when you saw their VTs. These girls are ready to go. I mean, Tashi, she's willing to do whatever it takes to get on the cover of one of the magazines. Maisie's acting like she's a bit of a biatch, but...
Yeah, but Maisie sat there the other day, was it in Tonight's Show or last night's show, and said to Jay, she was like, oh, can we stop talking about it, please, because I just really want it. And it was a bit like, you've only been in there for how many? 72 hours?
But that's all it takes. I mean, throw a bunch of young people together, good-looking young people, it's going to happen. I mean...
There's no telly, is there?
No, they're making telly. What were you saying?
No, I only said they might be doing it for the cameras, though. You know, like, just to people to see them.
Yeah.
You know, and then...
Do you think it's the kind of younger housemates kind of playing up, going, oh, yeah, I'm gagging for it?
Yeah, it's just to get into the house. They say what they need to say to get in there.
It's
and
attention seeking,
when it comes to it...
It's just completely attention seeking. They just want the camera on them all the time.
OK, not all of them want attention.
No, you can see that Macy and what's his name and Anton, they want to do it. They slept over in the covers together. They want to get on, like they really want to do it.
What do we think? What do we think of the foot massage?
You put 14 young, good-looking people in a house like that. Throw Pamela Anderson in. What are the guys going to talk about? They're going to talk about sex, and the girls are going to talk about boobs. Come on.
Yeah.
There he is.
Okay.
Takes an American
well, look,
pointing that out.
we saw the foot massage. Rebecca is kind of a self-professed man-hater. So why has she got Arden, bless his 19-year-old little con socks, in that grip? Let's go down the line and see a different man's point of view. Are you all going to be in agreement?
Yeah.
Go on, Terry.
I don't know. As long as they agree with me, otherwise they're talking.
OK, let's start with Vixen then.
Well, I mean, Arden seems like he's the one who's ready to bust at the moment, so she's thinking, let's start from him and work our way up to the top, to the head honcho.
Right. So do you think she's taken the weakest one and she's going to work her way through the men?
I like Arden, but he is literally, I'm talking about, if you touch him, he's a bit like that spunking dog you got on every night.
It's wee!
Sorry, wee.
What were you saying?
I don't think these girls are sluts like y'all are making them out to be, like little... I've worked in strip clubs with girls here, and they're not that bad.
No.
Not like
I don't think anyone's making them out to be
those little
sluts, I
boys,
think.
you touch a little boy, and you're right, their little things will go poof.
What did you just say?
Hormones, especially for the younger ones, it's going to be Arden. He's 19, isn't
And they're with
It
their
is.
parents for the first time as well.
Now, we said that we were going to talk about Tashi, so let's touch on her briefly. She said that her boyfriend said if she fell in love with somebody in the house, it would be OK. Now, I'm imagining your wife, Terry, if you'd have fallen in love with somebody in the house, would not have been OK with it.
Oh, I don't know. She'd be glad to bid me off. I think, to be honest with you, that will be Tashi's boyfriend's. From what I've seen of her, I mean, she gushes like a broken toilet pipe, doesn't she? With just as edified...
Is this her? Do you think...
You'd be like that. Listen, love, you go in the big... How long for? 3, make it 6. I'm behind
Do you think this is her...
You'd be like that, ringing all your mates up, tweeting them. Vote her in, keep her in.
Tom, is this her get out clause, do you think, in case she does meet anyone that she said, oh, I did tell you my boyfriend said it'd be fine?
Yeah, I guess it's lonely in there. That's probably what she's thinking. She just wants to, probably keep her options open.
OK.
I don't know. It's going to be on telly, though.
Exactly.
It's not much of a get-out trick.
Right, we've got to get to the VT. I'm so sorry. Right, yesterday the girls had a field day in the diary room rating the boys. It was almost like our more or less the same game, but not quite as fun.
I'd say Jay was about.
Jay's the best looking.
For body.
Yeah.
It would be a 10, wouldn't it, for body?
I don't think he's a 10 for body.
Overall,
about 7. Yeah. Jay's 7. Who's next? Aaron.
Aaron's cute as well. But
Aaron's cute as well. A 6, I think.
Anton next.
5 or 6.
I'd say 5.
Yeah. We have Mark. Yeah, Mark.
Mark's about 6.
Yeah.
Tom.
About
4.
Oh, he's so cute. I love him. Harry's he's got the height, but 5 or 6.
Arden,
yeah, I'd say 6 because he's cute.
Yeah.
Sorry. What did you say?
That's what I think. That's what when I can't remember his name, I just think of Arden.
Oh! They've gone quiet. Now, Vic, we know that you were desperate to do the speed dating task.
I was.
Because you're a sexy guy.
Thanks.
So, we're going to let you do it with me.
Oh, even better.
I know you were probably hoping it was going to be Pam.
I was, but you're already impregnated, so...
You're stuck with me. Right, OK. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Impress me, Vic.
Impress you?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm virile, virtuoso,
right,
and always victorious.
Ooh.
Alliteratively.
OK. I've got some questions for you.
Fire away.
Where would our ideal date be?
Our ideal date would, let's just skip to the end of it, where it would always end. The bedroom.
Vic.
You know what I mean?
See, now this isn't winning anyone's heart.
Well, I'm not trying to win anybody's heart. I'm trying to get laid, innit?
Are you single?
Very single.
This is why, Vic.
But I want to be single so I can get laid.
Are you getting any?
I'm getting some, yes.
No, you're not. He's lying to me. Totally lying to me.
Clearly, you're getting some, though.
Clearly. What's your favourite joke?
Well, 2 bulls at the top of a hill, father bull and a son bull. They look down at a watering hole and see a whole bunch of gazelles. The son bull says to the father bull, "Dad, why don't we run down the hill and bang one of the gazelles?" The father bull says, "No, son, why don't we walk down and bang them all?"
It's getting hot in here, everyone. Woo, there you go, Vic. Right, after the break, we'll see how the house is coping post-Pammy amazeballs. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. The same great taste, but now with added Pamela Anderson. Time for all the latest news. So, the last we saw of them, they were in a post-foot massage cuddle, but this morning, it looks like Rebecca won't be getting her tutors out again so easily.
I want to stay away from you.
Why?
We've got to have some space. Danger Mouse, aren't you?
How am I Danger Mouse?
So I'm going to call you now Little Mouse.
Little?
Little Mouse.
Little Mouse. But you're not tiny compared to me. So I say I'd be like huge rat.
Danger Mouse? More like Penfold, no? A little bit more like Penfold. At 11:26 this morning, Anton and Arden were putting together a list of targets.
I'd say, basically, who I like, who I feel I fancy, like me, you and Jason and Byron, yeah? I'd say it's like Louise, Maisie and Tashi.
Tashi, but she's
and
man.
Yeah, no, and let's call it and Faith, yeah. Obviously, and Rebecca, yeah. Those 5, yeah, are really good looking girls, yeah. But what you need to understand is there's a difference between who I fancy and who is game.
Trust me. Trust me.
So basically then, that's everyone bar Heaven and Alex. And to be fair, that gives him 1 in 5, which are not bad odds. At 12:10 this afternoon, the housemates got involved in a massive group session. Even little Alex ended up with a couple of people mounting her. Rumours that any of them are unbalanced are absolutely not true. And finally, at 4:16, housemates had one last chance to win one of Pamela's magical golden swimsuits. Rebecca won it, but she had to choose someone to replace her.
As you know, you have one last chance to impress me and my panel of judges, the golden swimsuit wearers, Heaven, Auden, and Maisie, to win a golden swimsuit. I'm looking for attitude, bags of personality, humor, and above all, a wow factor.
What's your plea? Why do you deserve immunity this week?
Models don't play.
Just pick me, man, beef, because look, I'm dressed to impress, and this is the rate. Pow!
Damn. Those shoes are killer.
The wind started blowing.
On the first night I come down here, I had to deal with thrush. Adam actually hates me. No, doesn't even look at me. And he was just like, no, I don't really want to speak to me.
Too much information? Too much information. So that leaves Heaven, Maisie and Rebecca in gold and therefore immune from the first set of nominations. So sadly, Big Brother's time with Pamela Anderson has come to an end and we think she deserves her own best bits. Not that her bits aren't already the best. God bless Pamela for having put up with the relentless leering, awkward conversation and constant Baywatch references.
Pamela Anderson came. Pamela Anderson came in the house.
There, it was like, oh my god, what?
Lovely to meet you. Thank you.
You're like really fit in real life as well.
Oh, thank you.
She is beautiful.
I think I'm just in awe of her, to be honest.
We want to see her penis.
I was a bit shell-shocked at first.
Oh, yes.
She's so cool.
Yeah, Bachikara.
Agneto. Please, can I come stay with you in Malibu?
In Malibu? Yeah, sure.
We're gonna be best friends.
How about I've got your little present?
Diamonds on the first date.
Alright.
These guys are all really great, really nice. No serial killers, I don't think. I feel like the mom watching out while the kids are partying. Oh no! It's not funny.
Can you do a British accent, fella?
I just did.
Oh, sorry. It's going to be sad to see her go.
Yeah.
She'll give me a little bell and be like, hey Faye, let's go chill out in Malibu, and I'll be like, alright, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I still think it's amazing that Pamela Anderson has been in the house for 4 days, and I keep calling her by her whole name.
Pamela Anderson, you can't call her anything else. Pamela Anderson.
So, Joe, what's been going on?
On these two
in the
here.
house.
Well, currently they're having a party. They've had a party to mourn
another
Pam.
one.
Yeah, a party to mourn Pam.
Right.
What we're trying to work out at the moment is they were playing pass the parcel, like makeshift with towels, and the prize was a golden necklace, like a necklace. And I know.
Is that Pam's necklace?
Is that Pam's necklace that was given from Jay?
Oh.
Really hope not, because he was devastated when she left. Like literally stood there for about 10 minutes, absolutely devastated.
So, did she give it to him? Give it back to him in the sauna? Did he never really give it to her?
This is what we're trying to work out at the moment.
Did they find it in the bedroom after she'd gone?
Yeah. So was it an unwanted or either way? There's a golden necklace.
How are things looking between Rebecca and Arden?
All right. I mean, she's refusing to sleep in the bedroom tonight that Pamela's given up for her, which can only mean one thing, that she'll be sleeping with Arden, probably.
Oh, you do jump to conclusions, Joe.
Well, that will be the next. That's the logical conclusion, isn't it? If you haven't got a bed in there, then probably the chances are that that they might share a bed tonight or in the future.
Oh, look at you!
Not that I want that to happen. I'm not
happen.
sleazy. I've got to watch this.
Joe, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That's it for tonight. Join us tomorrow live on 5 Star when Terry Christian will still be here alongside pop sensation Starboy Nathan. And just to keep the sexual icon quota right up there, let's hope John McCrick will be donning his very own swimsuit. Have a fabulous evening.